Hey there! From this video, you will learn what is the scientific approach to planning your exercise routine. What elements of your plan will turn this exercise activity into a long-term habit? To make physical exercise a habit, you need to define a specific time of the day dedicated to that activity. You need to know when exactly you are supposed to exercise. If you haven't decided on a specific time slot and expect that you will exercise sometime in the morning, probably after lunch, or when the right moment comes, most likely your exercise will never happen. There are three typical problems that may occur when we fail to precisely plan our new habit. Problem number one: forgetting. We simply forget that we intended to exercise because we all have busy lives and we stick to our existing habits. When you have your habit scheduled for a specific time of the day, it's easier to remember about it when the moment comes. Second problem caused by the absence of a plan is our tendency to procrastinate. We may have a good opportunity for a physical exercise, but if we didn't plan our new habit for this moment specifically, we may always say to ourselves, "Nah, I can do my exercise later." And guess what? This later is not going to happen. And the third problem that often follows the lack of planning is unpreparedness. Many types of physical activity require some sort of equipment. For running, you need your sneakers, for yoga you may need a mat, and so on. If you didn't think over the logistical details of your new habit, it will be harder for you to start this activity. People who created detailed plans for their new habits have higher chances to improve their lifestyle. That is confirmed with many researches and scientific experiments, as well as meta-analysis in different areas. Check out the list of references in the end of this video. In psychology, that approach is called if-then plans or implementation intentions. So, how do you plan your new exercise to increase the chances that it will become a part of your daily routine? Here are the 6 science-based questions. Answering them will help you to lay the foundation for your new habit. 1. When I will do my physical exercise. 2. Where I will be doing it. 3. How I will be doing it. 4. How often? So far, nothing revolutionary, right? But wait, the following 2 questions are making all the difference. 5. What do I need to prepare to make my physical exercise easier to start? And 6. What are the possible obstacles and how I can overcome it? Let's quickly look at some of those questions. When I will do my physical exercise, you need to find the time slot that will make exercise convenient for you. For example, if you plan to wake up an hour earlier to exercise, most likely that is not going to work. That time slot is not convenient. First, you will need to create a habit of waking up 1 hour earlier. In order to do that, you will likely need to create a habit of going to bed 1 hour earlier. And in order to do that, you will need to analyze what you are currently doing before sleep and how to change those activities. So just trust me here, it's always better to select the convenient time slot when you are awake and not busy with something important, rather than trying to change your whole daily regime to fit in the new habit. Try to select the time slot that will make your new exercise habit easy to perform. You are awake, you are not very tired yet, and you are not busy with something important. For some people, morning is the best time. Others find it more convenient to exercise before lunch at work. For some, after work is the best time. There is no universal solution. When you've got an idea of a reasonable time slot, start practicing. Most likely, very soon, you will realize that something is not working and you need to adjust your exercise routine. That's perfectly fine. That is exactly why we are doing this weekly exercise and challenge. This 1 week will give you a good idea of what are the obstacles preventing you from introducing a habit of exercising. That's where the last 2 questions of the planning list become super important. What do I need to prepare to make my physical exercise easier to start? Adopting a new habit is always challenging, so think ahead. How can you make your new exercising routine easier? My favorite trick is preparing all equipment in advance. My walking shoes, pants, sports bra, t-shirt and bottle of water are ready and waiting for me, so that I only need to put it on and I'm all set. Some people are sleeping in their sports clothes and put the sneakers in front of their bed to make it super easy to wake up and go for a run first thing in the morning. And question number 6 in our list was, what are the possible obstacles and how I can overcome it? I guarantee you, at some point something will get in the way of your new habit. Maybe one day you will oversleep and won't have time for your morning run. What will be your plan for that day? Will you have a pair of extra sneakers in the office to compensate for the missed training after work? You don't need to anticipate all possible obstacles, including nuclear war and zombie apocalypse, though I wouldn't reject the possibility of the latter. Anyway, I would encourage you to observe the obstacles that will manifest itself this week and try to prepare a contingency plan for the most common. If you have any questions, please let me know. And from the next video, you will learn how to track your progress, how to celebrate the first small victories, and why the most habit trackers don't really help you to build habits. Cheers!